Good afternoon and welcome to Newswatch3. I'm Spencer Harvey.
And I'm Alexis Jones, and we are so excited to bring you your weekly news. Today we will take a look at cabinet elections, a personal perspective on faith in academics, and some adjustments in housing on campus.
We'll also have your weather updates and your local sports updates. The 2024 executive cabinet elections are here. Yesterday's chapel was devoted to speeches for students in the running. Reporter Deacon gives us a deeper look.
Elections for next year's Asbury Student Congress are currently underway, including the choosing of a new student body president.
I decided to run for student body president because it's actually been something I've really thought about and kind of, not to be cheesy, but dreamed about since I was about a sophomore here. I've been doing student government for a while. Through all these experiences, I've learned a lot about student government, and because I've been learning so much, it's really given me a passion for what I do. And I also just love the school. I've been campaigning for a little over a week now. I've done posters around campus. I think I got about 20 of those. And I've also been just being a little more intentional about when I'm out and around, kind of getting to know people a little bit more. I really want my focus to be, if I do get elected as student body president, to be focusing on how I can make ASC better, how we can work more effectively and respond better to student concerns. My goal is to also create a larger presence of ASC on campus so that students know this is why we do what we do, that we're a resource and that we really care about the student experience and want to do whatever we can to make that better.
I think the main reason that I really decided to run for candidacy has a lot to do with the community as a whole. I think the passion really came from the people that I was around. The main thing that I've done to at least prepare for the election, it's been a lot of encouragement. There's been so many, awesome people around me that have helped. I want to make sure that I am here to serve and to approach it from a servant leader's perspective, making sure that I am interacting with people, that I'm able to communicate just things that are important to me, and hopefully important to the student body that I bring to the table in running. We are going to pour into the community. We are going to pour into academic integrity. We're going to inspire excellence among our peers.
Speeches for executive cabinet positions were held during Wednesday morning chapel.
This morning I'm happy to share with you a little bit about my time in student government at Asbury.
Voting began via email after chapel and will continue through Thursday evening.
After revival. It's about being able to steward students.
In Wilmore, Deacon, Newswatch 3.
A devastating fire in Florence, Kentucky destroyed the family home of one of our fellow Asbury students this past weekend. Makayla Barker and her family experienced heavy loss. She lived in the house with her immediate family and her grandfather. They lost all of their belongings, clothes, and sentimental items. Everything that was in the home was lost, including their 3 dogs. The only things they have left are what's in her college dorm. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Makayla was able to give us a little bit about her experience.
Although it's very devastating, the Lord was definitely working, that even though we have lost so much, including pets we've had for almost a decade, the Lord knew it was going to happen and just kind of got us all out of the house. Because I was also supposed to come home that day, but I had too much schoolwork. So you can see his hand protecting us.
There is a GoFundMe to donate to the family that will be linked on our YouTube.
Residence Life just recently sent out an email about some adjustments for housing in the upcoming school year. The Aldersgate apartments will no longer be co-ed housing. It will become an all-woman housing option. There will be a 4-person apartment or an 8-person apartment option. Each room will host 2 women. There will be no single rooms available. Each apartment has a full kitchen and a living area as well that will become fellowship places for women on campus. Residence Life said that a variety of factors contributed to this decision, but overall there is just a higher population of women on campus compared to men. With new classes coming in, this was a minor adjustment to host the new influx of students.
Reporter Christina Smith is in the studio with a recap of Asbury's most recent dance. Christina?
Thank you, Alexis. I'm here in the map side of Asbury University Student Center, where students spent their last Friday evening dancing the bachata. The Latino Student Alliance on Asbury's campus decided to branch out to the rest of the community and invite everyone to learn how to do this dance. Sophomore Farid Vega is a member of the Latino Student Alliance and came up with the idea to make the evening all-inclusive for the community of Asbury. Last year, a group of students attended a festival where they were able to dance the bachata. This is the first year that the event has been done at the school on campus. This event from 10:30 p.m. came with free tacos from Taco Bell, endless cans of Ale 8, and chocolate desserts. The bachata is a dance originated from the Dominican Republic, often completed in partners or by individuals. It's similar to reggaeton dances. Exciting Latin music played through the Student Center over the 2 hours in the evening, including music by Daddy Yankee, Enrique Iglesias, Prince Royce, and Bad Bunny. Farid Vega stayed on a small platform where students could watch him and learn the dance as he taught it step by step. Students laughed, danced, spun around, got a little confused, and listened to some amazing music. The Latino Student Alliance did a great job bringing new smiles and joy of culture to Asbury's campus. Back to you, Alexis.
Faith and academics are a significant part of life here at Asbury. Reporter Christina Smith gives us a personal perspective from a fellow Asbury student.
If we're doing everything unto the Lord, faith and academics should work together. I'm Morgan Lane. I'm a junior here at Asbury University, and I'm an intercultural studies major. Roughly spend around maybe 4 hours doing homework a day. I wake up, get ready for the day. If I get up and go work out, then I go work out. Read my Bible after I get ready. Then I make some coffee. And then if I have time, I'll go hang out with a friend, then get out of class, go do some homework somewhere, then go to practice, ultimate frisbee, do some more school before I go to bed.
My name is John Morley, Assistant Director of Catalyst Center, Career and Calling. All the things that our faith, we're learning about in our faith, should impact our learning and should impact our lives on a daily basis.
There is priority in Jesus first, but we need to also realize we are investing in something financially, every course that you take, just understanding and knowing that course is just your overall growth and your brain's knowledge.
Sometimes it doesn't make quite sense. It does, well, this is algebra. When am I ever going to use algebra? But it's much more than just ones and zeros in coding and things like that.
If I feel like I just need to worship or be with the Lord, I feel more of a peace going to do that instead of just kind of pushing through my day. The Lord is gracious in that, and my endeavors of school as well. So He assured me as I was practicing at home, you're going to be able to use this. And He said, where you're going, you're going to need this. No, Morgan, practice, study Greek, do these things so you are ready to step into this new phase of life. Participate and be present, I think, is just a good thing of counteracting the busyness of just going through. If you know you have something to do, go get it done. Get it done so you can fully be present during the times that you need to be and you have more time with the Lord.
Newswatch3 forecaster Ella Kays has the latest in this week's weather. Ella.
Thanks, Spencer. Taking a look at our current conditions, it is a pretty cloudy day outside with temperatures sitting at 57 degrees, but we could see some heavy rainfall later on throughout the day. Tonight, we'll see the continuation of that heavy rainfall with a low of 43 degrees. Tomorrow, we're expecting a partly cloudy day with a high of 50 and a low of 29. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high of 45 and a low of 30. On Sunday, temperatures are expected to start warming up a bit. We're expecting a partly cloudy day with temperatures reaching 62 degrees and a low of 45 degrees. Transitioning into next week, On Monday, we'll see another partly cloudy day with a high of 67 and a low of 56. On Tuesday, we're actually expecting the same exact temperatures that we had on Monday with a high of 67 and a low of 56, but we could possibly see some showers throughout the day on Tuesday. That's all the weather updates I have for you this week. Back to you.
Sports reporter Haleigh Releford is in the studio with us to give us some sports updates. Haleigh?
Thanks, Alexis. Baseball season is officially underway. After having their games canceled over the weekend, the Eagles kicked their season off with a season opener against Center College. Unfortunately, the Eagles fell short with a loss to Center 4-9, but baseball will be back in action tomorrow against Rockford University at Kentucky Proud Park in Lexington, with the first pitch set for 12 p.m. Softball had their season opener yesterday with a doubleheader against Shawnee State. The Eagles fell short to the Bears in both games, but will be back tomorrow for a matchup against Midway University at Midway with the first pitch set for 2 p.m. Last Friday, senior night was hosted for both the men's and women's basketball teams as well as the cheer team. The women took on Campbellsville University Harrodsburg and came out on top with an 81-24 win over the Pioneers. The Eagles had multiple performing with double digits, but senior Abby Harris led all scorers with 17 points and 5 rebounds. It was a record-breaking night for senior Trinity Shear as she surpassed Kourtney Albin's record for most steals in a women's basketball season with 86. Shear now sits at 90 steals on the year. The men and women both ended their regular season games with wins, and both will take on regionals in just a few weeks. The men's date for the regionals are to be announced, but the women will take on Alice Lloyd College at the Lou Center for their first and only round of regionals on March 7th at 6 p.m. On Saturday, the track and field team closed out the indoor season at the MSJ Invite in Cincinnati, Ohio. Senior Luke Wheatley and freshman Bailey Gassman both took first place finishes. The men's team broke another 4 school records in the season finale. That's all the sports I have for you today. Back to you, Spencer.
Despite a narrow path to the nomination, Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley is vowing to stay in the 2024 race against former President Donald Trump. Julia Benbrook reports.
Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is pushing against calls for her to drop out, vowing to continue beyond her home state's primary on Saturday and through Super Tuesday on March 5th.
I'm campaigning every day until the last person votes.
Former President Donald Trump has won every primary and caucus so far, making many question the path forward for Haley's campaign.
I've never taken the easy route. I've been the underdog in every race I've ever run.
Haley made her case for staying in the race at an event Tuesday, pointing to a number of factors, including her view that some politicians who embrace Trump publicly privately dread him.
They know what a disaster he's been and will continue to be for our party. They're just too afraid to say it out loud. Well, I'm not afraid to say the hard truths out loud. I feel no need to kiss the ring.
Recent polling shows Trump with a significant lead in the Palmetto State. 65% of likely voters said they plan to support the former president, and nearly 30% said they plan to support Haley, boosting Trump's already confident campaign ahead of Saturday's primary.
She's not working. She's here. She's down by 30, 35 points. And everybody knows her. You're not supposed to lose your home state.
Reporting in Washington, I'm Julia Benbrook.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for trusting us with your weekly news.
We will see you next week, Asbury.